You eat oatmeal because you care about your health. It's warm, filling, and you've probably heard it's good for your heart. It feels like the smart, responsible way to start the day, especially after 60. But what if I told you that the way most people eat oatmeal is actually doing more harm than good? That instead of steady energy and balanced blood sugar, your breakfast might be setting you up for a crash, leaving you foggy, hungry again by 10 a.m. and wondering what went wrong. Here's the truth. It's not the oats. Oats are not the enemy. The problem is how we prepare them and the so-called healthy choices we've been told to make. And I'll warn you, mistake number 2 in this video, it surprised even experienced nutritionists when the research came out. So before you pour your next bowl, let's walk through the hidden mistakes quietly sabotaging your morning sand, the small, powerful fixes that can make your oatmeal work for you again, not against you. Because a healthy breakfast isn't just about what you eat, it's about how you eat it. And for those of us over 60, that how matters more than ever. Ready to find out what's really in your bowl? Let's talk about portion size. Oatmeal is healthy, right? So it makes sense to think that more is better. But here's the truth. Even healthy foods can become a problem if you eat too much of them. Many older adults unknowingly overdo it. They fill up a big bowl, thinking they're making a smart choice. But oatmeal, at its core, is still a carbohydrate. And when you're over 60, your body processes carbs differently. Eating more than 1/2 to 3/4 cup of dry oats at once, especially without balancing, it can lead to sharp blood sugar spikes, followed by a crash that leaves you tired, foggy, and oddly hungry again just hours later. And here's something few people realize. Our calorie needs naturally drop as we age. So while you think you're fueling your body, you might just be storing those extra carbs as belly fat. The fix? Keep your portion smart about 1/2 cup of dry oats. Then, boost the satisfaction by adding protein and fiber. A boiled egg, a scoop of Greek yogurt, chia seeds, flax, or a few berries. You'll stay full longer, avoid the crash, and give your body the kind of fuel it can actually use. Because healthy eating isn't just about eating more of the good stuff, it's about eating it right. Here's something most people don't think about. It's not just what you eat, it's how you combine it. You might choose steel-cut oats, thinking you're making a smart, heart-healthy choice, but then you add a sliced banana, a drizzle of honey, maybe a handful of raisins. All of these ingredients are healthy on their own, but together, they send your blood sugar on a roller coaster ride. Why? Because the glycemic index, or GI, of your meal just shot through the roof. That means your body has to release a ton of insulin fast, and once that surge crashes, you're left tired, irritable, and hungry again often before lunch. And if this pattern repeats day after day, it sets the stage for chronic inflammation, insulin resistance, and eventually, serious metabolic issues. So what can you do? Balance is the key. Always combine your oats with protein, healthy fats, and fiber. Skip the extra sugar even from natural sources like honey or dried fruit. And here's a simple trick I personally love. Adding a splash of apple cider vinegar or a sprinkle of cinnamon can help lower the overall GI of your breakfast. Your body will thank you not just with more energy, but with steadier blood sugar and fewer cravings throughout the day. Let me tell you a quick story about Helen. She's 67, watches her health closely, and picked up a box of maple and brown sugar instant oatmeal because it said whole grain and heart healthy right on the label. Sounds like a smart choice, right? But here's what happened. About an hour after breakfast, Helen felt tired. Her energy crashed. She started craving sweets, and by 11 a.m., she was already looking for a snack. What went wrong? That little oatmeal packet had 18 grams of sugar, barely any fiber or fat, and her body processed it, almost like eating straight-up candy. It spiked her blood sugar fast and dropped it just as quickly. That's why she felt drained. Now, if this is your go-to morning routine, it could be silently sabotaging your metabolism every single day. But there's a simple fix. Skip the flavored packets. Instead, go with rolled oats or steel-cut oats. Yes, they take a few extra minutes to prepare here. You can soak them overnight. And for flavor, try cinnamon, chopped apples, or a handful of walnuts. You'll get fiber, healthy. It's still oatmeal, but now it's working for you, not against you. Let's talk about Frank. He's 70, retired, and trying his best to eat right. Every morning, he has a simple breakfast, oatmeal with water and half a banana. But instead of feeling energized, Frank often finds himself tired, irritable, and hungry again by 10 a.m. So what's going on here? Well, oatmeal on its own, even though it's considered healthy, is almost pure carbohydrate. That means it breaks down quickly into sugar. And once you're over 60, your body becomes less efficient at managing sudden glucose spikes. Your insulin sensitivity drops, and your blood sugar can surge and then crash. That's why Frank feels drained. It's not that oatmeal is bad, it's just incomplete. Here's the fix. Always pair your oats with a source of protein or healthy fat. Think boiled eggs, Greek yogurt, cottage cheese, almond butter, or a sprinkle of chia seeds. This slows digestion, steadies your blood sugar, and helps you feel full longer with real energy that lasts all morning. So the next time you're making oatmeal, remember it's not just about what you eat, but what you eat it with that makes all the difference. Let's take a look at what Marie, age 65, thought was a healthy breakfast. She added half a ripe banana and a handful of raisins to her morning oats. No sugar, no syrups, just natural sweetness. Sounds good, right? But here's what happened. Within 20 minutes, her blood sugar shot up by over 40 points. No candy, no soda, just fruit. Why? Because after 60, your body becomes more sensitive to sugar, even the natural kind. Ripe bananas, raisins, honey, maple syrup, they all hit your bloodstream fast. And for older adults, that can mean sudden fatigue, brain fog, and over time, increased inflammation and insulin resistance. But you don't have to give up fruit, you just need to be strategic. Choose low GI fruits like blueberries, raspberries, or kiwi. Pair them with fiber or healthy fats. Think chia seeds, flax seeds, or a few walnuts. Even with bananas, go green literally. Slightly green bananas have more resistant starch, meaning they digest more slowly and won't spike your sugar as fast. So next time you sweeten your oats, remember, not all fruits are created equal. How you pair them makes all the difference, especially after 60. Did you know that many people skip adding salt or spices when eating oatmeal, making their breakfast bland and less satisfying? Take Dennis, for example. He eats oatmeal with water and a few blueberries, but often feels unsatisfied. This leads him to eat more or crave unhealthy sweets later. The reason is simple. When food lacks flavor, our body doesn't feel fulfilled, which can cause overeating or poor food choices. This is a common issue, especially for older adults who might not realize how small habits impact their health over time. The good news? The fix is easy. Just add about 1/8 teaspoon of salt when cooking your oats. Plus, try adding natural spices like cinnamon, turmeric, nutmeg, or ginger. These not only make your meal tastier, but also help regulate blood sugar and reduce inflammation, especially important for those over 60. With these small changes, you'll feel fuller longer, eat just the right amount, and find it easier to stick to healthy eating habits. Have you ever tried seasoning your oatmeal this way? If not, give it a shot today. You know, oatmeal has always been praised as a healthy breakfast choice, and that's still true, even after you hit 60. The key is not to give up on it, but to rethink how you eat it. See, as we age, our bodies change, our metabolism slows down, our energy needs shift, and even the way we process food is different. So, the same old oatmeal recipe you had in your 40s or 50s might not serve you as well anymore. Here's the secret. Small tweaks can make a huge difference. Adding a bit more protein like some Greek yogurt or nuts helps keep you full and supports muscle health. A touch of healthy fat, maybe a spoonful of almond butter or chia seeds, can stabilize your blood sugar and keep your energy steady. And picking the right fruits, think berries instead of sugary fruits, adds antioxidants without a sugar crash. Even seasoning it with cinnamon or a pinch of salt can brighten the flavor and help your body absorb nutrients better. You don't have to ditch your favorite breakfast. Just give it a fresh twist that matches your body's new rhythm. Have you tried changing up your oatmeal lately? What's one mistake with oatmeal that surprised you the most? Drop a comment below and share how you like to enjoy your oats. I'd love to hear your tips and tricks.